Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. So, turned out to be pretty good timing today. Just happened to get this air compressor. This is a jump starter and air compressor built in together by LOKITHOR, and also a case for it. Well, my Ford Ranger out here has a flat tire and the battery's dead. Been riding the motorcycle every day, so that thing sits a while. The battery's pretty weak and it goes dead, and then it also has a slow leak on the left rear. And after about 2 weeks, it's flat. So I need to get both those fixed, but I haven't yet. So we're going to take this out of the box and check it out, and then we're going to take it out there and try it out on the Ford Ranger and see how it works. So pretty much, I'll open this out of the box. Let me bring the camera up here closer where we can see this. Okay, so the first thing we have is the LOKITHOR 60 watt 2-way fast charge. This is the updated version, LO-JA400. So this is going to be a jump starter pack. See if there's anything else in the box. Don't look like it. A jump starter pack and air compressor built together. So usually I carry around a jump starter pack in my vehicle and an air compressor. Well, kind of cool if you have both of these built into one. And we're going to take this out of the box and see what it's like. It says open right here. Main unit here, and then we got a box of the accessories for it right here. So this is the main unit. It's actually, you can see the size of it. There's my hand closed and spread. It's not real large. It's not real big. I've seen them a lot bigger than this, especially because this is actually air compressor and jumper pack. And I have no idea what I'm doing here. So it looks like the jumper is going to plug in right here. Yeah, that's where the jump starter clamps are going to hook in, and then right here is going to be our USB-C and USB right here. Power button is going to be right here. So it's definitely a nice big display. Plus and minus. It's set on bar right now. We don't want it on bar. PSI. So there's a bar PSI button. Very easy to use instead of having to figure out how to do it. That's real simple. 83 PSI. We don't need that. We want 35 PSI for the little Ford Ranger on the air compressor. So there we go. And obviously this is the display also for the jump starter pack too. So it looks like on this end we have a light. Push the power button here, or the button. Oops, that is super bright light too. I didn't expect it to be that bright. It's got flashing. Push it again. There it looks like SOS. So it's got on. And then we got flashing mode, strobe mode, I guess you'd say. Then we have SOS. So it does say that it is 1750 amp, 150 PSI on the air compressor part. Very cool. This is actually a very good quality looking unit too. It does warn you that it's going to be hot, because sometimes these air hoses on these things can get hot. This is the threaded part where your air hose will go on. On the bottom it does have some nice rubber feet, so non-slip. If you set it on something, it ain't going to slide around, hopefully. Turn that off for now. Guess we hold it down to turn it off. Yep, just like that. We'll take this out of the package and see what we have here, which I'm sure it's going to be our air hose and our jumper cables. So that's nice. It does come in a little bag. So there's our clamps. Nice looking, pretty strong clamps right there. So our negative and our positive. And right here's the plug, which is going to plug right onto, and you can't plug it in wrong. It's got a flat-sided one and one round one. So it's pretty much only going to go one way. Unplug that for now. This is going to be our air hose. I do like this air hose, I can tell you that. It's a little longer than others. Looks like it's probably about, well, I'd say about 2 feet. Maybe a little more, 2.5 feet. And it does have this quick release style. And instead of being a plastic little lever that breaks off, it's a nice aluminum metal lever. Then this is our threaded part. They do have plastic over it because this could be hot when you remove it. So this is just going to screw on right here onto the brass fitting. Simple to use that. Then we just put this on, air our tire up. Take it off for right now. And then this does have a nice rubber cover to close that off. So it looks like it does have some other fittings here. It's got one for a basketball. It's got a blow tip, a couple different blow tips, so you can air up your floaties or air up some tubes. It does have the adapter for the different type bicycle valve stems right here also. Then looks like we have our cable. This cable here is a USB-C to USB-C. Then we also have a USB to USB-C. Then we have our owner's manual here. Port to charge your mobile phone. That's one cool thing about this too, is you can also charge your cell phone and things off of this with that USB out, so that's pretty cool. So it actually is more than just that. It's not just an air compressor and a jump starter, it's also a USB power bank. Also tells us on here how to use the voltmeter function so we can test the voltage of our battery. It does have a forced method start, so if your battery is completely dead, you will actually turn it on this forced start and it will make it where it starts it even if your battery is totally dead. So basically, after we turn it on, to turn it into the forced start, if our battery is completely dead and will not jump start, we will hold this down for 5 seconds, the bar PSI button, and you hear it click, 14.7 volts. Now we're in the forced start mode, and I don't think my battery is dead. I'll need that, but it might be, we'll see. So hit that again, turn that off. We don't want to leave that on. So remember, on these jumper packs, whenever you put it in the forced start mode, you're taking off your safety features. So you want to make sure you don't connect these backwards, touch them together, because you're turning off all those safety features. So connect these to your battery, make sure this is plugged in, and then you'll put it in the forced start mode before you start your vehicle. So after you start your vehicle, then you can turn off the forced start, turn this unit off by holding the power button down, then remove your clamps and unplug it here, and you're good to go. And we're only half charged right now. I'm going to go ahead and try this thing jumping it when I'm not full charge. I could charge this up first and jump it, but let's try it whenever we're not totally full charge and just see if it'll jump start the little Ranger. And see if it'll air up the tire also when we're at half charge. Okay, so when we're ready to charge this thing up, should be pretty simple. We can go to the USB-C right here, plug this in. We can plug this in to our car to charge it up by USB, or we can plug it into a power bank or into a power brick that plugs into your 110 wall outlet, which is what I'm going to do right now. And I got one right here. We're going to plug this in. So you can see right now I plugged it into the 110 wall outlet with the little power brick, and then you can see that it's charging. So when all the bars get lit up green, it's going to be full charge. Right now we're actually at half charge. And we're going to unplug this, take this thing out, try jump starting the truck, and we're going to try airing up the tire after we jump start the truck. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to mention is the case. This is the LOKITHOR case that should work for that. It's EVA CASE001. And this should be the case that fits that, so it'd be nice to have the carrying case to carry it in and keep it protected so it'll last a lot longer that way. Okay, so wow, it's a good looking case. Not a nice rubber handle, extends out here. So this is kind of like that, maybe that hard foam case. Nice, good feeling zippers. Wow, nice, almost like a felt lining inside, so nice and soft here. So here on top we have a nice place to store our jumper clamps and our air hose and all of our accessories right here. Just take that bag of stuff that come with it, put them right in here. So they'll be nice and protected. Then our main unit should fit right down inside here, and look at that, perfect fit. Super nice. So this is going to keep everything stored away and real nice when we're out jeeping, carrying this thing in the Jeep, banging it around. This should protect it with a nice handle to carry it. Has a nice raised logo right there. So very nice. Let's take this thing out now and take care of that little Ford Ranger truck. Okay, we are outside. There's my little mascot for Woodzman Adventures, Huckleberry the peacock. And there's my flat tire. Here's the little Ford Ranger. Let's go ahead and jump start this thing first. First thing I want to do is go ahead and try it and make sure it won't start, but I'm pretty positive it won't. Got a little bit of power to it. No, that's all it does pretty much. You try it now, it won't do anything. Does nothing now, so let's pop the hood. So this battery is not low enough. I don't think I'll have to do the force start to start it. I don't think it's that dead. It does have some juice in it, so it should be okay. Put that plugged in here. So these are not real long cables. You're not going to reach a long ways. You have to set this up here pretty close to where the battery is, which is what we're going to do. Then, of course, on the battery here, we have positive and negative. Make sure you get that right the first time. So our black's going to go to our negative, and our red over here to our positive. See if I can get this where you can see it a little better, hopefully. Maybe turn it like this where we can see this a little better. I'm going to turn this unit on. So it's telling us we got 13 volts in here. It might have 13 volts, but whenever you turn the key, it drops that voltage down enough that it won't start the vehicle. You can hear it's putting voltage to it. That's coming up, and you can hear it clicking. So it's actually charging the battery basically right now. Hopefully you can see this on the display here. I'll zoom up a little bit better. Right there, now you can see it real good. And we'll jump inside here and see if this thing will start. So wow, that thing actually jumped that thing like a brand new battery, or even better. It really started it up, and I mean fast. Really good. Now it's showing that we're charging, obviously. We know that our alternator is charging because it's showing 14.5 volts. So it's not just a battery test, it also will test our alternator, showing that our alternator is charging. So now we can turn this off and remove the clamps. I just want to remove the ground clamp, hit the power button, turn this unit off, take this off. Now we can pack these back up. We'll go air up our tire. So this tire is usually flat about 2 to 3 weeks after sitting here and not being used. I ride the motorcycle all the time. I need to actually have it fixed. It's actually leaking around the bead. Has a slow leak, which comes in pretty handy, I guess, for the videos. So we're going to take and thread this on, plug it on here, and check it out. I'll get a close-up here where you can see this a little better, airing this up. Okay, so now we need to turn this on, hit the power button, hook it onto our tire. Now I'm going to turn this on, air this tire up. I think we'll go ahead and time it. I think I got it set to 35 PSI. We'll go ahead and time this thing. See how long it takes. Just see how long this thing takes to air up that tire to 35 PSI. And yeah, hopefully you can read this display. I'll zoom in a little closer where you can see the display and everything. Okay, so let's turn this on, see how long she takes. There's a button on here that says pump. That will turn it on, make it start pumping air. Okay, so on half charge, it did not finish charging it up. You can see that light started flashing. It went to basically dead, shut off at 6 minutes and 4 seconds, something like that. So wouldn't be no problem at all with a full charge battery, but this thing was half charge, and I went ahead and jump started the vehicle first. So we're going to charge this thing all the way up and go ahead and finish doing this. Well, I don't think it'd be a problem at all if this thing would have been full charge to start with. We would have aired it up a lot faster. Okay, so now I'm back. I charged this thing up. I plugged it into a PD power supply, USB-C to USB-C, and it was charging at 70 watts. And it only took about 30 minutes, maybe a little less than 30 minutes. So it charged extremely fast on the USB-C at 70 watt. We're going to turn this thing on. We've done 6 minutes and 4 seconds was when the thing was half charged, and the after I had jumped the truck with it too. So now we're at full charge. We'll see how long it takes to, we'll start all over from the beginning with a full charge, see how long it takes to air up this Ford Ranger pickup truck tire. So we'll clear this, start this. Okay, already it's easy to see that it is pumping it up a lot faster. We're not even at 1 minute yet, and we're at 10 PSI. So when it's full charge, you definitely so when it's full charge, you definitely pump up the tire a lot faster. So now it's only 4 minutes and we're at 25 PSI, when before it was over 6 minutes to get that high. Okay, so almost 7 minutes to air it up this time, so it's a whole lot faster whenever you got this thing at full charge, and it did kick off at 35 PSI. Super cool. It did drop 1 bar on our charge, so we're now at 3/4 charge. So this thing is very impressive. I really like it. Works really good. I do like that it has all the nice features, the air compressor, the jump starter. It does have the light, so we can actually turn the light on if you need to see while you're airing the tire up. It does have the SOS, and it does have the strobe light on there also. So that is it for the JA400 from LOKITHOR. I will take and post a link in the description below where you can check this out on Amazon. Now, I don't get paid a dime for this. They send me this at no charge to review, so I'm not getting paid anything at all. I do make a little bit off of my Amazon Associates account, so if you click this link below, thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Catch you on the next one. Right on.